Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and in today's video I will be talking about how I edit my photos and the apps I use to edit them. So I use 3 apps in total. So the first one is the Adobe Lightroom. So this is a great app for editing your photos because it gives you a lot of features to adjust your brightness, texture, also helps you adjust your color in the picture so that you can edit your photos like a pro. B, it does not decrease the quality of your picture. It gives you a very HD quality picture. Unlike other apps which reduce the quality of your picture, this app does not do it, and it's really good to use this app. It offers you presets as well, but I have not yet used those. For presets, you have to pay separately and buy that particular preset. So here's the Lightroom app, and the option there you can see is all photos. This contains the photos that you want to edit or the edited photos. Now that symbol right here with the plus sign, you can add photos from your gallery. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the gallery and select the photo that I want and export it to Lightroom. So once I've exported this photo to Lightroom, I'm going to the app and then I'm going to select the all photos album, and there I have the photo that I have exported right now. So you can see an option right there. It's the auto option, that is the auto editing. You can do that, but I will prefer to go for manual settings. So here you can adjust the brightness of the photo. Then you also have other options like the contrast, the highlights, the shadows. All those options can be adjusted over here. Next, in the color option, you can adjust the temperature. Then you can also adjust the tint, vibrance, saturation. Then you have the color mix, that is the range of colors which can be adjusted in the photo. So first one is the red one. You can adjust the red color in the photo, and similarly the other colors. So the next option is effects. So here you can adjust the texture of the picture, the clarity. Then you have the option dehaze. Now dehaze helps to clear the foggy parts of the picture and helps to adjust the saturation and contrast quickly. So you can adjust that as per your convenience. So the last option is vignette. Now if you want to fade out the background of the picture, then you can use this option. So then you have detail. Here you can sharpen the picture as you want. So usually I stop right here. I do not use the rest of the options. So there are more options right there, that is the radius, detail, then marking, noise reduction, color noise reduction. Then you have optics. Here you need to upgrade to premium and then only you can use this feature. Then you have presets. So these are the presets that the app offers you, but I do not like them. There are more presets as well which you need to buy. So I'm done with the editing, and here is the before and after. Okay, so after that you need to save this picture. So you have that option right there, that is the share option, and it is automatically going to export in your gallery. So the next app is PicsArt. Now this app is really good when you want to add a lot of photos in your original picture. So I use this app when I want to put my pictures in a particular frame ratio. The only disadvantage of this app is that it decreases the quality of your picture. That is why I did not use it to adjust the brightness, texture, nothing. So here's a photo which I recently posted on Instagram, and here's how I edited it. So first in the gallery, I'm going to take that picture which I want to edit and crop a part of the background of any ratio, and then I'm going to save it and then export it to PicsArt. So after the image is here, I'm going to fit this into a proper ratio. So I'm going to add the same image in the background that I had just edited. And I'm going to adjust the blur option to full because I do not want any blurred out backgrounds. So then I'm going to click again on fit, and I'm going to now select the ratio of the portrait, the Instagram portrait ratio, and again I'm going to add the same image in the background and blur to 100. Next I will go for a square fit and insert the same image. Now I'm going to do these steps, that is the square fit and the portrait fit, and I'm going to do this a multiple of times, at least 8 to 9 times, till I get the proper fit. So for the last time, what I will do is I will adjust the ratio to the Instagram portrait ratio, and I will be adding the original picture in the background. So you won't be able to see the picture in the background after it is added. So I will be using the erase option to erase this picture. So now I'm going to use the add photo option to add a photo from the gallery, and I'm going to add the photo of one hand into the original picture. So now this hand needs to be cropped from its background, so I'm going to click on pre-crop from the options. Now I'm going to use the brush option to paint the hand first. Then I'm going to use the erase option to erase the brush strokes which are out of the hand. So now we have the cropped hand, and I'm going to insert this into the original picture. You can adjust the hand the way you want. So after adding all hands, here's the final picture. So the last app I use is the Canva app. Now you can edit photos as well as videos in this app. They have a lot of templates that are available for YouTube intros, YouTube thumbnails, Instagram stories, so you can check that out. So I'm going to be showing you how I edited this thumbnail right here. So this is the Canva app, and here you can see this is the home page of the app, and here it saves all the designs that you've edited. The next one is templates. Now here you get a lot of templates for your Instagram post, YouTube post, web banners. So now I will be searching for YouTube thumbnail. So after I search that, now a lot of templates are displayed over here which you can use to create your own thumbnail, but I will just go for the blank thumbnail. So here I have the blank sheet. Now you can see that plus sign over there. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to go to the gallery option, and I'm going to choose the image that I want in my thumbnail. So now that I have the picture, I'm going to zoom it and fit the frame. So now I want a phone in my hand. So what I will be doing, I'm going to the plus option again, and I will be going to elements. So here I'm going to type out phone, and when I type out this, a lot of phones will come. There are premium ones also, but I'm not going to go for that. I will just go for the simple one, the first one, and I'm going to select that. Now I will take this and adjust the phone into my hand. So then I need an image in the phone. So again I will go to the gallery, and I'm going to select an image that I want to put into the phone, and then drag the image into the phone. So for text, I will first use a brush stroke by going into the elements section and typing out brush stroke and choosing this stroke from the elements option. Then for text, I will go into the text option and select add a heading, and then I will type out the text that I want. Then I'm going to select this text and then change the various options that are there: the font size, line spacing, letter spacing. Then I will click on the download button and download the image. If you have not yet watched my editing part 1 video where I have showed you how I edit my videos on the phone, then please to check it out. Click on the link above here, and that will direct you to the editing part 1 video. I hope this video will help you a lot. So if you like this video, then please to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.